What's good, fellas? It's your boy back with another episode of Ball Talk with Manny. Hope everybody's having a great day, great start to their week. And oh yeah, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. That being said, let's hop right into it. So Saturday marked the end of the Panthers season, in a loss to the Rams, 34-31. That was a devastating loss. That was a heartbreaker right there. Just so being so close to going to the next round and just getting the dub snatched from you. It was a tough one. But it was a good game. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good game. They fought. It looked bad at the beginning, but they fought. They made it a good game. It was there for the win for it was there for the taking. Just couldn't capitalize. But that's okay. We'll talk about that in a little minute. But really, it was good. It was a good experience for the team. And us being a young team is a great experience. So let's hop into the recap. So starting off the game, the Panthers they got the ball first. Yeah, the Panthers got the ball first. The first drive, got the fourth down, and we didn't get it. I remember I think Bryce was trying to roll out or something to the right. They were all on that. Their defensive edges, their rushers, they were just too fast. They were all on that. Um, so yeah, that was the turnover and downs. Rams had a short field, easy money. So off the rip, they're now 7-0. Next drive they didn't score either. I know the Rams went up 14-0. Puka, we had no answer for Puka at the beginning. But they figured it out after they were down 14-0. I believe they got a stop. But really, I'm saying all this to say, after those first miscues on defense and offense, they got it together. Defense started, or they settled in. Offense, they settled in. And we started grooving. Really, that game, the defense kept us in that game. Without the defense, that would have been a runaway. Because the offense didn't start scoring until the second quarter, and that game could have already been out of reach if it wasn't for the defense. Especially in the late second quarter, early third quarter, defense what kept us in it. But outside of the slow start, Bryce he played a pretty decent game. The offense they weren't terrible, could have definitely been better. Um, but once they started clicking, they started playing pretty well. The receivers they had pretty good games, or T Mac and Coker had pretty good games, which I expected. The last time we played the Rams, I realized that our we have big body receivers. Their corners shouldn't be able to defend our receivers if they're doing what they're supposed to. And so T Mac and Coker, they had big games. I didn't say XL because he didn't have a great game. I mean, he had what one reception for like 8 yards or something like that. But T Mac and Coker, they are 1 and 2. And if Coker keep playing the way he's playing, it's gonna be more like a 1A 1B. I was talking with my dad with it. Coker, he has the potential to be a little 1A 1B with him and T Mac. And I'm excited about that, especially going into next year. They're just gonna grow. They're gonna get better. And man, I think they're gonna be pretty good. Chuba had 2 touchdowns. Um, I don't remember how many yards he had. I just remember that he had the 2 touchdowns. He had a decent game. I wish we could have seen more from Rico, what he could do. But I don't know. With Rico, it's weird. He's been on a decline ever since his little Rico Linsanity run. He's been on a little decline, but I don't know with Rico. I'll talk about that later too. But once the offense really figured it out, uh, they they were playing pretty well. They put up 31 points, which is enough to win the game. So you gotta take that into account. But I'm about to get into what really upsetted me on Saturday. Um, so coming off the block punt, we score the beautiful pass from Bryce to Coker. With what it was like 3 minutes left. The defense should be able to make a stand for 3 minutes, right? Um, but when your defensive coordinator is having your defense play a soft zone, the same zone that Tyler Shuck uh picked apart that last drive, the same zone that has lost us games, close games. Uh, yeah, we played that soft zone against Matthew Stafford, someone that's in the MVP race right now, with one of the best offenses in the league. And he went down and scored, and they even used a timeout. So yeah, that's how we lost. We got the ball back with like 30 seconds, and couldn't do nothing with it. So that's really what upset me. That soft defense that allows them to go down the field and score easily. It felt like it was no resistance at all. And when your defense is having a second half, like we were having in that game, having Matthew Stafford, he threw a pick. He was there's the defense was playing well. And when you just change it up and go to that soft zone, just like other games when we've lost, that just irritates me. I'm not gonna lie. So watching that, it was like it was upsetting, especially knowing we could have went to the second round. That it just it upset me. But you know what? That's in the past. It was a great season, great improvement. I seen a lot of improvement, especially from just last year. Um, I saw a lot of what I liked from the rookies. I saw a lot in the new pickups. So this was a good season, especially to build on. But especially just to see how like far we came from last year, from being at the bottom of the bottom to now being in the playoffs. Who expected us to be in the playoffs? Nobody expected us to be in the playoffs. Um, so yeah, I'm proud of them boys for what they did. But yeah, I hope we could keep improving. Like there's some players I would like to see. I guess you could say replace. I want some upgrades in certain positions. I would like to upgrade the pass rush a little bit. I would like to see. I'm not gonna lie. Nick Scott, he cool, but I don't know. It was a couple times this season where it's like, man, let's throw Lathan Ransom in there. Let's see what you feel me. So it's just things like that. Like I said earlier, Rico. I don't. If I had to guess, I'm pretty sure Rico's not going to be here next year. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I said this earlier, but like Rico, yeah, I did say this earlier. But Rico, he's been on that decline. The last game of the season, he only got 5 rushes for 9 yards, and eight of those yards came in one play. So yeah, he's been underwhelming since his big uh I guess you could say breakout. But he's been pretty underwhelming, and he was frustrated too. I saw a little conference. He was frustrated and why he wasn't getting touches. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't see Rico being here next year. Um, in his IG bio, he took out the Panthers. It just says NFL. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Rico's not going to be here next year. But you know what? That's okay, because we got Chuba Hubbard, and a lot of y'all may have forgot Jonathan Brooks. That's who I'm high on this offseason. Jonathan Brooks. I'm ready to get him back. I think he's gonna be a big part of this team next year. I'm not gonna lie. Especially just watching what he did at Texas, what he did in just a couple plays he got for the Panthers. So yeah, I'm excited for Jonathan Brooks. And the last player I want to talk about is Leggett. Like I said earlier, Coker, he's our two, and I don't see that changing now. He's took that spot from Leggett. He's the two. And I could see XL. I could see him to start. He could probably get the sliding down that depth chart if he don't fix what he's been doing. Because he's been very underwhelming this season. So hopefully he could get some off-season work. Uh, and take it serious. He because I'm telling you, yeah, next season is going to be a test for him. If it's another stinker like this year, he's probably going to be out of here. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this next year. This off season. I'm ready to see what we do in the draft. Any off season pickups. I'm ready. Yeah, so we put the league on watch this year. Made the playoffs. But I did see our strength of schedule for next year. There's some pretty tough teams. But I still think we're gonna be one of the ones. Um, it showed in that Rams game we could compete with anybody. And that's without the star power that other teams got. So, I'm not even tripping about that. But with that being said, that wraps up the video for today. Stay blessed, and I'll see y'all next time.